Welcome to Dreamnight 2021 at the zoo. I'm Robin. I handle all of the marketing and special events right here at the zoo.
And I'm Liz. I work for BASF, the chemical company, and I do our science education. I'll be doing a little bit of creating chemistry with you guys later on.
This is the 14th year that the zoo has hosted this fantastic event. Many of you, in fact, have probably been right here in the past. This year will be a little different. We're going virtual, but it's still going to be so much fun.
Robin's right. BASF, this is our third year as the presenting sponsor, and we are so excited that we can be back here again this year to bring you Dreamnight 2021.
Now, while it's going to be virtual and it will be different, we promise it's going to be a blast. You guys are going to get to do things the public never gets to do. You'll go behind the scenes, you'll meet some of our keepers, they'll do chats, enrichments, feedings, all kinds of amazing and cool things, and I bet you'll learn a thing or two along the way. So if you're ready, let's get started on our first encounter. We're going to meet something called a savanna monitor. Now that is not a city in Georgia, it's actually a really large lizard. So if you're ready, let's go on our first encounter.
I have the pleasure of walking this little guy every day. Hi everyone, my name's Jennifer and this beautiful boy is a Bibi. A Bibi is a savanna monitor. These guys are native to Africa. And if you think he looks a little bit familiar, you might know his cousin, the Komodo dragon. Now, lucky for me, he's not going to get nearly as big as a Komodo dragon does because like the Komodo dragon, he is a venomous lizard. Now, Komodo dragon has enough venom to bring down a water buffalo. A Bibi's not going to get that big. Most of his prey is small animals, things like snails and insects, maybe even some small mammals like rats and mice. And they also eat carrion, which is a nice way of saying stuff that's already dead. In fact, they will sometimes stalk kill sites and wait for the big predators, things like crocodiles or lions or leopards, to leave them some leftovers, and then they clean up the leftovers. Now, savanna monitors are usually found not out in the middle of the open savanna. They're found along the woodland stretches right up against the savanna. And they're also found along rivers, and they very frequently hang out near the rivers because, of course, the crocodiles are there. And the crocodiles are very messy eaters, so when they grab their food and sling it around, little bits of meat go flying, and the savanna monitors get to clean up the leftovers. A Bibi is about 5 years old, and he's probably going to live to be 15 to 20 years here at the zoo if we're lucky. In the wild, they don't live nearly that long. In fact, about 50% of them don't make it to 5 years old. And believe it or not, one of the things that they have to worry about hunting them is other savanna monitors. The great big adults like a Bibi will sometimes hunt the babies. So the babies have a trick. They climb trees. Now, a Bibi is way too big to climb trees now, but every once in a while he still tries. He thinks he can do it, and he gets about 2 feet up, and then he realizes he's too heavy to make it up the tree, and then he just slides back down again, but he still likes to try to climb those trees. Well, we hope you enjoyed meeting a Bibi, and I think you're headed to the kids zoo next. Let's see what's going to be waiting for you down there.
Hi everyone, my name is Connor, and we're here at Kids Zoo today to see 2 of our cows that we have here. On my right here, this is Clyde, and this right here is Bonnie. Clyde is a belted Galloway cow. Typically you see them as black and white. They're called Oreo cows, but Clyde is really special. He's actually red, which is a recessive trait that he has, so he's really special. This right here is Bonnie. She's a miniature zebu cow. If you see Bonnie's hump right here, this helps her regulate her heat. So it's actually made out of pure muscle. It also has a lot of blood vessels in it, and that helps her regulate heat. And this is important because she's native to India, where it's very, very hot out. Clyde is native to Scotland, and as you can see, his coat is very, very shaggy and fluffy, and this helps keep him warm in the winter weather. So today they're eating a Timothy hay. We give them Timothy hay as well as grass hay. They are herbivores, so they only eat vegetables, primarily grasses. We also give them browse, and browse is usually a type of tree. Oh, Clyde's gonna do this. So they really like bamboo. They also like to eat sweet gum leaves and really anything that falls into their exhibit. Bonnie and Clyde are both about a year old. They were born in January of 2020. And even though Bonnie is smaller because she's a miniature cow, she's actually about 2 weeks older than Clyde is. Another special thing about Clyde is he's actually a heritage breed. So belted Galloways are endangered of becoming extinct because they've been bred down with other species of cow. So Clyde here is a genetically pure cow. He's a heritage breed. This is a type of breed that you would normally see on your great-grandparents' farm, way back in the day in North America or even in Europe. So he's really special. We try to have heritage breeds here at Kids Zoo, and that's a form of conservation that we do. A lot of people don't realize that North American or even domesticated animals are at risk of being extinct, so it's a good conservation aspect. We feed them twice a day. They get grain twice a day, and then they get hay throughout the day too. So they're constantly eating. They are ruminants, so they have a four-chambered stomach. They have a four-chambered stomach, so they're constantly digesting food and they're chewing cud. Plant material is very hard to digest, so they have specialized teeth that help them grind down the plants and the hay material so that they can digest it easily. Hi, Clyde. Clyde will get a little bit bigger. He will probably be a full-size cow like you would see if you were driving down the road somewhere. Bonnie will not get much bigger. She is a miniature breed, so she'll probably get a few inches taller, but that's about it. So we're really lucky to have them here at Kids Zoo with us. They're a great addition to our family, and they give us lots of love, and we like to give them lots of love too. So thanks for joining us here at Kids Zoo today to talk about our special cows that we have, and we hope that you come around to Kids Zoo so that you can meet them for yourselves.
Hi guys, I hope you have a great night at Dreamnight. I hope you have fun at the zoo. My favorite animal is a rabbit because I have a pet bunny named Katie.
Have you ever trained your dog or cat to sit or stand? Well, we've done the very same thing right here at the zoo. You'd be surprised to believe it, but one of our favorite striped friends, a tiger, knows how to do some of those very tricks. Let's go meet Juliana and she'll show you what all he can do.
Hey, hello everybody, my name is Juliana and I'm a primate and carnivore keeper here at the Baton Rouge Zoo. Today I am joined by Seitu. He is one of our 5-year-old Sumatran tigers. Today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about what a training session looks like and why we do training. So we do training to help them participate in their own medical care. So like how you guys go to the doctor, the vet actually comes to them. So if he has like a hurt paw or we need to look in his mouth, we actually train him to let him actually do that voluntarily. One of the things we also work on is getting him to take injections voluntarily. So if you guys have to go to the doctor and get a shot, he can get a shot just like you guys, but he's desensitized to it. So he's like, oh, this is fine. So I'm gonna feed him some meatballs and get him ready. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get him to stand up, and standing up gives us a good perspective of his whole underside. And we can see those front paws too, so it'll give us a good look at him. Jatsu, okay, up. Good boy. All right, so we're gonna try a few different behaviors down here. I'm gonna see if he will present his paws and he'll sit down. All right, Chatsu, you wanna sit? Hey, you wanna sit? Good boy. Chatsu, paw, paw. Good boy. Oh, I'm sorry. How about this paw? Paw. Good boy. Chatsu, down. Down. Chatsu, down. Hey, down. Good boy. Chatsu, sit. Good. Give me a paw. Good boy. Okay, how about this paw? Good boy. As you guys can see, working with these tigers is a very rewarding job. I believe I do have the best job in the world. Next time you guys come to the zoo, please come out and see Seitu. Tell him a big hi for me. And now we're gonna go meet Dara with our black rhinos.
Hey everyone, my name is Dara and I'm one of the black rhino keepers here at the Baton Rouge Zoo. This is our male black rhino, his name is Tatu. He'll be turning 24 in July. Black rhinos usually on average in captivity, they can get up to 50 years old. So he's 24 this year, so he's getting up there. Black rhinos can get up to about a ton. So they can get a little over, around 3,000 pounds. And that's a big animal, but this guy, the black rhinos are actually the third largest of the 5 rhino species. So he's still pretty small considering the other species of rhino. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna give him some browse. He might get upset. There you go. Come see Tatu. There you go. So black rhinos are natural browsers. So what they do is they strip leaves and stuff from trees, and that's where they get a lot of their nutrients. Here at the zoo, we give our rhinos a special formulated rhino browser diet. It's made just for rhinos, so they get that grain pellet and they also get produce. So we'll give them apples, oranges, sweet potatoes, things like that. Right now he's enjoying this American elm tree. So if you look close, black rhinos have what's known as a hooked lip. So this upper lip right here actually works as a finger almost, and he'll use that to strip the leaves off of the branches. So that's what he's doing right now, and he's gonna enjoy this for a good amount of time. Right now, there are about 5,000 black rhinos in the wild. Their numbers are increasing, but it is still very low. So black rhinos are actually critically endangered. Poaching is their #1 threat. The poachers will go after them for their horn. They think there's medicinal value, but really it's just the same material that's in our fingernails and hair. It's called keratin. On a day-to-day basis, what we do here at the zoo is we'll go out into the yard and we'll pick up whatever mess he's left for us. We drop his hay. So along with the rhino diet, they also get the produce and a lot of hay. So we'll drop the hay for him, change his water, make sure everything's ready to go. And then I use special shifting methods so it's safe for me and him. We're never in contact with the rhinos. And he'll go out into the yard and he'll enjoy his day. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all learned something about black rhinos.
Hey everybody, I hope you have a great night at Dreamnight tonight. Make sure to look for my favorite animal, the fish, because I like to catch them and eat.
Hi, my name is Presley Nicola. No, this is not a zoo. This is my room. My favorite animal is the koala bear. They are not actually bears. They are marsupials. Koalas are very interesting animals. They are very brave and fearless. They have a very picky appetite just like me. They love to sleep in trees for warmth. Aren't they just so cute? See?
Primates are some of the most popular animals here at the Baton Rouge Zoo, and we are going to go meet one called a Sai-Mang. Now, these primates are not monkeys. They're actually called a lesser ape. What does that mean? Let's go talk to a keeper and find out more. Hey, it's me again, Juliana. One of the beauties of working in a zoo is the diversity of animals I also get to work with. So today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about our Sai-Mangs. I'm going to feed them a little bit and give you a good general knowledge of what these guys are like. So these guys are actually Sai-Mangs. These guys are considered lesser apes. So they're not quite the ape, but they're also not a monkey. And one good distinctive factor is they don't have tails. And you guys will see they have thumbs and appendages, more like apes than a monkey would. So here at the Baton Rouge Zoo, we have 3 Sai-Mangs. We have a mom, a dad, and a baby. Maxine, the mom, is 28. We have Bud, the dad, who is 37. And we have Hantu, the baby, who is 5 years old. So here I'm just gonna feed them some grapes. These guys are very personable. So you'll see they just gently take it from me. These guys are great. They're one of the most interactive animals we have at the zoo. So sometimes you'll see in here, like today, we have some toys in here for them to play with throughout the day. We give them different foods for enrichment, just kind of like how you guys eat pizza as a toy. These guys also eat different things. So grapes are a fun treat for them. In the wild, these guys' diet consists of about 60% of fruit. So these guys are very important for seed dispersal because whatever comes in has to come out, and fruit is very fibrous with lots of seeds. Now you will see these guys have super long arms. It's about as long as their body, maybe a little bit longer, which is good for when they swing. It's actually called brachiating because they do a hand over hand motion, kind of like you guys would on the monkey bars, which is unique to Sai-Mangs. And sometimes if you're here early in the mornings, you will hear them calling very loudly. If you take a look at them as they're calling, they have what's called a throat sac under their chin. It's very loud, and what it is actually them just being territorial. So they're letting other siamangs in the area know that they are here and this is where their family resides. So as you guys can see, it's very unique working in a zoo. Lots of different animals. You never know what you're gonna work with on a daily basis. Hope you guys learned a little bit about siamangs. Hope you love them as much as I do. We're gonna go back to my friend Dara with the Red River Hogs.
Hey everyone, it's me again. I also take care of the Red River Hogs here at the zoo. So this guy, his name is Yoda. He is 14 years old and he'll be 15 at the end of the year. Red River Hogs can get up to anywhere between 15 and 20. So he is our old man. We're taking really good care of him though. Right now actually he's enjoying a nice ice treat that I made for him. It's just a big popsicle essentially. And it has all of his favorite things. He has apples in here, sweet potatoes. He really enjoys lots of fruit and stuff. Besides produce, we also give him a grain diet, and it's specially formulated for older pigs, so it's perfect for him. Red River Hogs are from the wetland areas of Africa, so that's where the term river comes in. They're really actually good swimmers. And this guy, they're known as Red River too because they've got this nice orangey red coat. Red River Hogs also use this tail. They have hair on the end of their tail. They'll use that as a fly swatter. They also have these really cool ear tassels, and they use it for the same reason, to get rid of flies and such. Red River Hogs use their nose as a really cool tool. So these guys will root around, so that just means they use it as like a shovel, and they push the dirt around this whole yard. You can see for yourself, he has destroyed this yard and he's made it his own place, and he has fun in the mud. River hogs are also omnivores, so they eat pretty much anything. So they'll use that nose and they'll root around and they'll find bugs, roots, plants, small mammals. They'll eat pretty much anything. So he's enjoying his ice treat. That's a special treat. Otherwise, during the day, he's rooting around finding some extra goodies. One of my favorite things about being a zookeeper is getting really up and close and personal to some of these guys. The river hog is especially one of my favorites. His personality is just so cool, and it's really fun to get to enrich him and make sure he's living the best life that he can here at the zoo. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you get to see Yoda next time you're here.
Hey everybody, I hope you have so much fun at Dreamnight. My favorite animal is the elephant. What's your favorite animal?
Life may move fast for most of us, but not for our tortoises. Let's go meet Gina as she tells us a lot more about our giants of the islands.
Hi, my name's Gina, and I'm going to talk to you today about our giant tortoises. We have two male tortoises in our tortoise yard, Fred here and Opie. Now, these guys might look really similar to you, but in fact, they're two distinct species. Fred is an Aldabra tortoise, and his species come from a group of islands off of the Aldabra Atoll, which is off the coast of Africa. While Opie is a Galapagos, and his species come from a group of islands called the Galapagos Islands off the coast of South America. Something that's similar about these guys, even though they come from really distant places, is their giant size. So males of both of these species can reach over 500 pounds, while females top out at about 200 to 300. Another cool thing about these guys is how long they live. So these guys can live over 100 years. Fred here just reached his 48th hatch day, which is his birthday, while Opie is 32. Well, let's talk about what they're eating. So in the wild, these guys are going to eat things like grasses, leaves, fruit, flowers if they can find it, vegetables. Now here at the zoo, we feed them a diet of hay, which is just dry grass, and leafy greens like the romaine that they're eating here, or mustard greens. We as well provide them with a small amount of vegetables and something called browse. And browse is just a fancy way of saying plants. So we have a list of special plants that we know are safe for the tortoises to eat, and we know areas at the zoo where we can harvest these plants where they haven't been treated by pesticides or anything that could harm the animals. A favorite of these guys is D-spine, prickly pear, and they also really love banana leaves. Now you might be asking yourself, what's this orange bucket that Opie is so interested in over here? And it's actually a training tool. So as you can imagine, these guys kind of do what they want with their size. But they are unable to regulate their own temperatures like mammals do. So when we get hot, we might sweat, or when we get cold, we might shiver to warm ourselves up. Well, they can't do that. They get their temperature regulation from outside sources, like what the weather's like or if the sun's out. So if it gets too cold, they have to go into their heated night house over there. And so we have to have a way to do that. So they've learned to associate this bucket with positive things, In Opie's case, he really loves bananas as a treat, and Fred here really loves neck rubs. So they just know that if they approach the bucket and touch it, they get rewarded with the thing they like, and that way we can get them into a safe space on cold nights. Thank you so much for attending my tortoise chat, and now I'm going to send you over to our zoo veterinarian, Dr. Michael Warshaw.
Hi kids, my favorite animal is a giraffe. Hope you all have fun tonight.
Hey guys, I am Dr. Warshaw and welcome to the Baton Rouge Zoo Veterinary Hospital. Today we're going to be doing an exam on our giraffe here, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through what that looks through. So typically for exams for me, I always start in front at the head. I check most of their nostrils. I'll open up their mouth and look at their teeth. After that, we'll take a look at their eyes. We'll look at both the front and the back parts of their eyes. And always make sure we look at both of them. And then we'll go ahead and switch out and take a look in their ears as well. Make sure there's nothing going on inside of their ears. Giraffe are really cool in the fact that these two big bumps on their heads are called ossicones, and those are actually part of their skull itself. They're not horns or antlers like other species have. So we'll feel all the way down their neck, make sure everything feels okay. Give them a good listen on their heart and lungs. Make sure everything inside sounds like it's going well. And I'll keep working my way right on down, feel all the way down the spine. I'll check all their little legs and joints in their legs to make sure everything moves the way it should be. Nothing feels like it's creaking or popping. Everything we can do. And we'll feel the belly last, make sure everything feels good, nothing in there that we should be worried about. And our little giraffe actually seems really, really healthy. The last step to any exam for me is I'll have Holly come in and she'll get some blood from them for me to run basic blood work on them. And we'll get blood from the leg. And we'll send that off to the lab to make sure everything looks all good and they get a nice clean bill of health. And that is kind of a basic exam here at the vet hospital. And so we look forward to seeing you out here next time, and it's been really nice having y'all.
Hey boys and girls, are you excited about Dream Night at the zoo tonight? We are too. My favorite animal is alligator. Do you know what alligators drink? Gatorade.
My name is Colton J. Danicola. My favorite sea animal is not at the Baton Rouge Zoo, but you can find it at IMMS or an aquarium. It is the stingray because it's so fascinating and it hides in the sand whenever it tries to hide from predators and whenever it tries to catch its prey. The predator that is the worst to the hammerhead shark. It's the stingray is the hammerhead shark. Sorry about that. And it eats like fish. My second favorite animal is a land animal. You can find it at the Baton Rouge Zoo. It's the cheetah.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Liz again. So we have been learning all about the amazing animals out here at the zoo, and we are going to finish up our Dream Night with a really cool experiment. So at BASF, we are the world's largest chemical company, and what we do is we create chemistry every day. So today, I have a really fun activity where we're not only going to be creating some chemistry, but we're also going to be creating some pretty fantastic, colorful insects. Do you have any idea what they might be? What's an insect that's really colorful and beautiful? Maybe a butterfly. So we are going to use chemistry through the magic process of something called chromatography. I know that's a big word, but it's really simple. It's all about separating out mixtures. So we are going to use chromatography, and we are going to create these awesome, beautiful chromatography butterfly magnets. So in your bags, you have all the supplies that you need to create your beautiful butterfly. But let's review them real quickly, okay? So you're gonna need your paper plate, put that right in front of you. You're gonna need your coffee filters. You should have 2 in your bag. We're gonna lay our coffee filter right there on the paper plate. You're also gonna need your markers. Now, each one of you have a black marker just like this in your bag, but feel free to grab any markers you want. You can use these awesome, cool, smelly ones. You can use your basic Crayola, or you can just use your black one. And I'm gonna show you in a little bit how pretty cool this one single black marker is. You're also gonna need your Google eyes, your clothespins, your pipe cleaners, your magnets, grab a pair of scissors if you have them, your glue, and a spray bottle, okay? If you don't have a spray bottle, no worries, just get yourself a glass of water. All right, now at BASF, we create chemistry every day, like I said, but we make sure that we do it as safe as possible. So safety is the most important thing for us at BASF. It's probably the most important thing for everybody out here with the zoo, making sure the animals are safe. So we want to make sure that we do our experiment as safe as possible. So also in your bag with all your materials are a really cool, stylish pair of safety glasses. So just take a few minutes, put your safety glasses on. I know it seems like we're not working with anything too dangerous, but it's always good to be prepared. And so we say safety first. Plus, I mean, you look really cool in them too. All right, let's get started. So I mentioned that this experiment is all about chromatography. Again, really big word, but really simple meaning. Chromatography is all about separating out the individual components in a compound substance. Compound substance, a really good example of a compound substance is a pizza. You got your pizza crust, your sauce, your cheese, your toppings. Well, chromatography is all about separating out each of those pizza ingredients. So we take off the cheese, we take off the toppings, we take off the sauce. That's chromatography. And chromatography is used in all kinds of things. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna learn how chromatography separates out all the different colors in markers. Now remember I said you could choose any colors that you want, but the black one is pretty cool. This one basic black marker, you may think, it's not that exciting. It's black. What's gonna happen? Well, I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. So, once you've got your paper plate and your coffee filters on top of it, you get to be artistically crazy. So what I want you to do is decorate your coffee filter however you want. I am gonna put a really cool swirl in the center. Then I'm gonna add some really cool squiggly lines. And you know what? It is totally okay if your markers go through to the other coffee filter. Not a problem. So we are just gonna continue to decorate. Now, these coffee filters are gonna be the beautiful wings of your butterfly. So get creative. You can do whatever you want. You can draw smiley faces, you can draw hearts, stars. The most important thing is just to have fun with it and make it look however you want. Now, again, you can use any of these cool markers. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of orange to this one. Some more swirls. But remember I said the black does something really cool. So this is where the chemistry happens. This is where we learn about and see the process of chromatography. So if you've got a spray bottle at home, just fill it up with some plain old water, or if you don't happen to have one, not a problem. Just get yourself a glass of water. I know you gotta have that at home. Get yourself a glass of water and you can stick your little fingers in and drip, 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 make some rain on your butterfly wings. If you do have a spray bottle, you're just gonna take it and spray your coffee filter. Now you wanna make sure you get it wet, but you don't want it soaking wet. That's just gonna make a big mess. So you just wanna lightly go ahead and spray your coffee filter. And right away, the chemistry magic starts to happen. I don't know if you can see on the video, but Does it look like something's happening to the black ink? To me, it looks like it's expanding. When the water hits the ink, the water caused that ink to expand. And when it expands, all of these different colors come out. Did you know that? Did you know that in this one black marker, there's all these different colors? I'm seeing some blues and purples, some yellows. Now, what's going on with your coffee filter? Maybe if you put some green, you might be seeing some blues and yellows come out of that. Maybe if you use some browns, you're seeing some reds come out of that. Well, that again is chromatography. Pretty simple, huh? And we get to make these beautiful butterfly wings using chemistry and chromatography. Now, the important thing is what you want to do is you can go ahead and separate. Mine are a little sticky. You can go ahead and separate your coffee filters, and you can see how we drew on this one, and it went ahead and went through on this one, so we have two beautiful butterfly wings, and you want to let them dry. Just give it a few minutes, let your coffee filters dry, because the next step is all about putting our butterflies together. Now, through the magic of television, we may already have some dry wings. Ta-da! Now, wow, look at this. As you can see, look at all of these colors, and I used only this black marker to make these beautiful butterfly wings. So now comes the fun part. We want to get all of our butterfly components. So we have our wings. You want to grab your clothespin. Of course, we got to get the fun Google eyes. And then grab a pipe cleaner. You can choose any color that you want. And then you want to grab your magnet. So have fun. Go ahead and color your butterfly body if you want. You can color it whatever you want, any colors. Maybe, let's make this one blue. It's a beautiful blue butterfly. So you're just gonna color it real quickly. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because you guys know how to color and you don't wanna watch Miss Liz sit here and color. All right, so we have our beautiful butterfly body. Now we gotta add the wings. So we're gonna take our coffee filter and we're gonna do this accordion fold. You know how to do that? Maybe you've done it in school to make a fan or something, where you fold one side and you flip it over to the other and you just fold right on down till your whole coffee filter is nice and folded. You're gonna grab it in the middle, do a little twist, and then we're gonna attach our wings to our butterfly body. Open our clothespin and ta-da! Wow, these are some pretty wimpy looking wings. So let's go ahead and spread them out a little bit. Make sure that this butterfly can fly. All right, we got our butterfly wings all spread out. Looking beautiful. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our antennas. So depending how long you want your antennas, they can be the whole length of the pipe cleaner, or you can take some scissors, cut them in half, make some littler ones. What I like to do is just bend them, and then I just pop them in between the clothespin. You can also glue them on. It just kind of depends what you want to do. Then I like to take mine and make them a little curly Q. So we've got some little fun antennas going on. You can wrap them around your fingers. That can kind of help you make the shape. All right, so we've got wings, we got antennas. What do we need? We gotta have eyes so our butterfly can see where it's flying. Now, in your bag, you've got the cool Google eyes that you can peel off and stick. But Miss Liz isn't that cool. So I just got the regular old Google eyes that I'm gonna have to glue on. So bear with me. I'm just gonna take a little bit of glue, put it on my clothespin right where I think eyes would be on a butterfly. Pop on one, pop on two, and ta-da! Looks a little silly, but I think he's pretty cute. Now, here's the fun part too. What you can do with your butterfly is turn it into a magnet. So you can put it on your refrigerator or give it to your mom or dad or grandparents. So you've all got a magnet in your bag as well. This one's a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna cut a little piece off. I'm gonna peel this sticky stuff off the back, pop it on the back of my butterfly, and voila, you should have your very own beautiful chromatography butterfly. So I hope you guys enjoyed making chemistry with me. I hope you guys all have awesome butterflies. I know you do. I bet their wings are gorgeous. I bet you got to see all of the inks expand, put crazy little antennas and Google eyes on them. But the important thing is to know that you guys were creating chemistry, making something beautiful, and hopefully having a lot of fun doing it. So again, thank you guys so much. BASF is so excited to be creating chemistry with you and the zoo today. I'm gonna go put this on my fridge. So see you guys later. Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming to Dream Night at the Zoo 2021.
BASF had so much fun creating chemistry with you. I want to make sure that you all post your beautiful chromatography butterflies out there on social media so that we can share them with everyone.
We can't wait to see them, and we know the world would like to see them too. Tonight has been so special, and we are so glad that you have been a part of this. We love you all, and we cannot wait to see you right back at the zoo next year. Bye.
Bye.